Greetings, children. Today we are going to discuss the concluding, that means the second part of our Unit B of Tier 3 syllabus. The chapter name is Discount. This is for class 7. The subject is Mathematics. I'm Sibasis Sandilya and I welcome you to today's class. So at the very beginning, let us discuss the formulas that we are going to use in this class. The first one is the mark price equal to discount by discount percentage multiplied by 100. SP equal to MP minus discount. We have learned this in our previous class itself. Discount equal to MP into discount percentage multiplied by 100. And discount percentage equal to discount by MP multiplied by 100. So I would highly recommend that you note the formulas down before starting the class. You will be using these formulas and also some concepts of unitary method in this class itself. Now let us move on to the modules. Okay children, now let us start module number 5. Look at the demo in front of you. The SP is given as 1064 and the discount is given as 60%, and we have to find the marked price. Now to solve this type of problems we are going to use the unitary method. For those who have forgotten what the unitary method was the problems that we did, that if one person can complete a work in 10 hours, then how much time will 8 people take to complete the same amount of work? That type of problems were done using the unitary method. In the same way, the problem in module number 5 also are solved using the unitary method. Even you have forgotten what is unitary method, still let me not go into the specifics and concentrate on solving the problems at hand. So let the mark price be rupees 100. So now we are going to count everything depending on hundreds. Why? Because percentage are always counted based on hundreds. So let the MP be 100, then the discount is rupees 60 because 60% of 100 is 60 rupees. Therefore, the selling price will be 100 minus 60 equal to 40 rupees. So, when the selling price is rupees 40, then the mark price is rupees 100. Now, when the SP is rupees 1, this 40 becomes 1, so this 40 comes down. That means when SP is rupees 1, then MP is rupees 100 by 40. When the SP is rupees 1064, what is given in the question itself, then MP will be this much multiplied by this much. That means 100 by 40 multiplied by 1064. And after that it is just a matter of simplification. After simplification you will get the correct answer. If you need, rewind the video and watch the last few minutes once again. Now let us concentrate on a problem at hand, question number C. In question number C, we are given the SP is rupees 900 and the discount percentage is 25%. Okay, so that means when the that means if the MP is 100, the discount is rupees 25. Let MP equal to rupees 100, then discount equal to rupees 25. If MP is 100, discount is 25, that means selling price will be 100 minus 25. Therefore, selling price equal to rupees 100 minus 25, which gives us rupees 75. Okay, so that means if the SP is 75, then the MP is rupees 100. When SP equal to rupees 75, comma, MP equal to rupees 100. Okay, now when SP equal to rupees 1, MP is equal to rupees 100 by 75. Okay, therefore when SP is equal to rupees 900, now 900 is given in the question, so when SP is 900, then we have to find the MP. That was the point of the whole question actually. Therefore MP will be this much multiplied by this much. That means rupees 100 by 75 multiplied by 900. Okay, so now divided by 3 we get 25, divided by 3 we get 300. 100 divided by 25 gives you 4, and 4 into 300 gives you rupees 1200. Okay, so this is how you are going to solve all the problems in module number 5. If you need more time, pause the video, note down the answer. Now let us concentrate on module number 6. See, here also we have to find the mark price. Look at the demo. We are given discount and discount percentage. So there are two methods of solving this. The discount is given rupees 31, the discount percentage is given as 4%. Now first of all let us concentrate on method number 2 using formula. The formula is MP equal to discount by discount percentage into 100. So just put rupees 31 in place of discount and 4 in place of discount percentage, multiply it with 100 and you will get the answer. Now the method 1 using concept. See, 4% of the mark price is the discount which is given. Okay, discount percentage means what? This much percentage of the mark price is the discount. That means 4% of MP will be rupees 31. That is what is written here. 4% of MP is rupees 31. Therefore 100% of MP is 31 by 4 into 100. Again we find the same answer. See, therefore MP equal to 775. Now let me solve question number A of module number 6. Discount is given as 24 and discount percentage is given as 25%. So I'll be using the first method, the concept method, because I'm not good at remembering formulas. It's up to you. If you want to do in method 2 also, it's up to you. But I prefer, actually personally I prefer method 1 because in that case you don't have to remember anything. All you need to do is understand the concept and you are good to go. So discount percentage means 25% of MP is this much. That means 25% of MP equal to rupees 24. Now all we have to find is MP. Of means multiplication, percentage means divided by 100. So we can write this as implies 25 by 100 into MP will give us 24. Now this is just a matter of cross multiplication. See, 100 if we cross multiply, this side it will become 25 into 100, 24 into 100, and 25 divided, so it will become MP equal to 24 into 100 by 25. Let me write it down and show it to you. MP will be equal to 24 into 100 divided by 25. Simple as that. Now this 25 will cancel out 100 and we will be left with 4. So 4 into 24 will be the MP. That means rupees 4 4s are 16, 6, 1 remains, 4 2s are 8, 9. So our required MP is rupees 96. Yeah, of course we have to write a concluding sentence. Therefore, the required MP is rupees 96, like this. In the same way, you will solve all the other problems in module number 6. Now children, in module number 7, you have to use all the methods, all the concepts, all the formulas that we have learned till now. See, in some places the MPN discount percentage is given, and you have to find the SPN discount. Somewhere SPN discount is given and you have to find the MPN discount percentage. So all the problems are different from each other. So you have to use your own logic. And look, there are 10 problems with 2 answers to find out in each case. So this will be like a self-assessment for you. Don't worry, I will give you the answer at the end of the video. But don't look at the answers. Try to solve this yourself in your own time. The time is given here to be 20 minutes. So try to complete this try to complete this module within a time span of 20 minutes. And after that only, look at the answers. Once you are done, then count how many correct answers you have done. In that way, you will get to know how much clear your concepts are. That means if you have done 5 correct answers and 5 wrong, that means you have got 5 out of 10 correct. If you have done 7 correct, 3 wrong, that means you have got 7 out of 10 correct answers. So try to do this yourself. I'll show you the answers at the end of the video.
Okay children, now let us discuss module number 8. The first question is given as a mobile handset with marked price rupees 5,500 was sold for rupees 5,225. Find the discount percent allowed on this handset. So the MP is given at 5,500 and the discount will be 275. That means the SP is 5225. See, when you subtract 5225 from 5,500, you get the discount as rupees 275. Now, according to the formula, the discount percentage will be discount by MP into 100%, that is 275 by 5500 into 100, which will give you 5%. That means 5% discount is allowed. Now let us concentrate on question number B. A shopkeeper gives a discount of rupees 8% on an air conditioner marked at rupees 24,500. Find number 1 the amount of discount, number 2 the selling price. See, the MP is already given as 24,500 and the discount is given as 8%. So the discount amount will be 8% of the MP, that is 8 by 100 into 24500, which will give you rupees 1,960. That means the amount of discount is rupees 1960. Now the second part is asking you to find out the selling price. So the selling price will be MP minus discount, that is 24,500 minus 1,960, which will give you 22,540. Now let us concentrate on question number C. A shopkeeper buys a gift item for rupees 800 and marks its price up by 50% of the cost price. He allows 24% discount on the marked price. Find number 1, the marked price, number 2, the amount of discount, number 3, the price paid by the customer. So first of all, the cost price is rupees 800 and the MP is 50% above cost price. That means the MP will be the cost price plus 50% of the cost price. Now since cost price is 800, 50% of the cost price will be 400. So the MP will be 800 plus 400 equal to 1200. Discount is marked at 24% of MP, which when you calculate will give you rupees 288. That means 24 by 100 multiplied by 1200 will give you 288. Therefore, number 1, the MP of the gift item is rupees 1200. The amount of discount given is rupees 288. Therefore, the price that the customer has to pay will be MP minus discount, that is 1200 minus 288 gives you rupees 912. Now let us move on to question number D. Question number D says a dealer allows 7% discount on the marked price of an article. Find the marked price of the article if the selling price is rupees 1302. So here let the MP be rupees 100, that means the discount will be 7% of rupees 100, that is rupees 7. Therefore the selling price is 100 minus 7 equal to 93. Therefore when selling price is 93, the marked price is 100. Therefore when the selling price is rupees 1, the marked price will be 100 by 93. Therefore when selling price is rupees 1302, then the marked price will be 100 by 93 multiplied by 1302, which gives you rupees 1400. Therefore the required MP is equal to rupees 1400. This brings us to the end of today's class. I hope everyone understood everything. In our next class, we are going to start our next unit, that is Unit C. At this point, let me remind you once again, please revise carefully several times. Mathematics is all about practice. The more you practice, the easier it gets. So, practice again and again. Don't wait for the exam date to be declared to start revising. Start revising today itself. With this, I am Sibasis Sandilya signing out. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Hope everyone understood. Have a nice day again.